boy, I was mesmerized. What a movie! What a movie! Okay, look.
Just pointing at yourself.
No, okay. We saw the most amazing, loving story, which is really, I'm inspired. What a love.
Well, it's the only loving story out right now. The story, I don't know if I can get, it's not that in focus. The poster's there. It's called Loving, from brilliant director Jeff Nichols.
Who is the actor who played the Richard?
I don't know.
Man, this guy is something.
I've never seen him before.
Oh, God, and the girl?
He's very authentic. And I don't know who played Mildred either, his wife.
Yeah, and the kids are adorable.
Tell people what the movie's about.
Oh, he's about the late 50s. This country boy, he fall in love with this colored girl, which is I tell you, oh God, she's gorgeous. Anyway, and because they were mixed race, they're not allowed to be married, and they got arrested. Oh, you know all the story. They went to jail and all that stuff. The lawyer bailed them out, and they have to leave the state. It was here in Virginia.
Yeah.
And
that's why they went to D.C. to get the marriage, the wedding done and the marriage license, and came back to Virginia, but Virginia wouldn't allow it.
Well, anyway.
And it's based on a true story, so this was a real court case.
What was that, the late 50s?
Started in 1958, I think they got, in 1958 they got married, so it kind of started from there.
Anyway. I mean, they love each other so much. I couldn't get away when she told him, I'm pregnant. And he said, he paused for a while and he said, good. Oh my God. And they start popping children, babies, one after the other. Anyway, to make the long story short, by the way, I love the cars at that time. Did you see the telephone hanging on the wall, the old-fashioned? I'm just sucker for old-fashioned movies, you know. And anyway, they took the case to Supreme Court and they won in the end, right?
Yeah.
They did.
And so that made it unconstitutional to ban mixed-race marriage across the country.
Yes. And what happened, oh my gosh, they obviously live happily ever after. And the thing is, to make the long story short, like in the old ancient Greek said, love conquers all. Love conquers the war. And the world, whatever. I am so thirsty, I tell you, but it came from the Greeks anyway. But never mind that. It's just amazing story. I love it. See this movie. I didn't even breathe. I didn't even move. I didn't even fall asleep. And I am proud of myself, but my God, the acting, the story, all relatives. Speaking for relatives, that guy went and told the authorities they got married.
Yeah.
You know, some relative there, somebody.
So I don't know who did, but
it's a spy.
One of them did.
Yeah. One of them did, but in the end they won, and they live happily ever after. The kids, the story is tremendous, interesting. I love the love. It was just this man loved his wife passionately, unconditionally, loved his children, and it's just, I have goosebumps. I really do. And in the end, love conquered all. I just love this movie.
I told you, Jeff Nichols is an amazing director. I saw only one movie of his, Mud, and I have it on DVD. It's so incredible.
Oh, Jeff Nichols, congratulations.
He seems to do a lot of
movie.
Southern stories. God. He does a lot of Southern stories and stories like where people are in nature and the
and
woods
I
a
love
lot.
when they cooking, building the music, country music. It's just amazing. I just love it. I just love the story. Now, I couldn't read everything so fast. What happened?
So at the end, okay, the Loving versus State of Virginia, I guess. It got
what
ruled in their
happened
favor.
to? I got that.
Yeah.
What happened to the Richard?
Well, 7 years later, he was killed by a drunk driver.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I think. Oh my God.
And then before she died in 2008, Mildred was interviewed.
She died 2008.
Yeah, or maybe 2009, but it said the interview was shortly before she died in 2008, and she said, "I miss Richard. He took care of me."
Yeah, I saw that. I read that, but I saw the drunk drive, but it was too fast to read everything. Yeah, I read part of it, and I think I got what I.
And in the end
I
of the
got
movie,
it in
he
the
was
end.
at the same spot where he wanted to build a house when they were first getting married, and he was actually building the house then, and he was putting the bricks together.
Oh my gosh, what a sad situation, but the love, he was there. He loved her. He loved his family. What a guy, what a family. I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed. I tell you. Whew, boy, it tells you love can, love conquered all. I just love this. What else can I say? It's just amazing movie. Please see the movie. Go see the movie. It's just awesome.
The guy who played Richard was great because he's not like a very special or extraordinary guy. He's just a very average guy. You would never think of anything of him.
Before.
He doesn't talk much. He doesn't want people. He's very down to business.
He's more active.
You see when he moves, he moves quickly. He's in construction and he fixes up cars and not fixes, but he modifies them to race them. He just works quickly with his hands. He's not like a great fighter for civil rights. He just wants to live his life quietly, and I thought that was amazing just to see him, because a lot of times he won't say anything. He doesn't need to say much.
He loves his
and I've met a
wife,
lot
his
of guys.
family.
It's funny, but it's interesting to see a guy like that, just very simple, because when I first heard of the movie, I thought, oh, maybe this is going to be like a great crusade for him, like he's going to be a civil rights leader. I didn't know about the story. But no, he's actually just a very ordinary guy, mason worker, construction worker. And he doesn't really want attention from anyone. He just wants to live his life. He's not making a big statement about his life by doing this. And the lawyer was interesting. He was played by Kroll. He's a very funny comedian. I was surprised to see him on screen. You can tell he's got a funny
He
face.
told him the second, don't do that again, because it won't happen the second time. It was so funny.
No,
I mean,
that
when
was
he
a
went
different lawyer. That was his first lawyer.
His first
And
lawyer.
I'm talking about the lawyer Cohen for the ACLU.
Yeah. Okay.
He said you should go and you could go and get arrested again.
Oh, he's a comedian. Yeah, he's a comedian.
Very funny comedian.
I thought that was.
Well, you could see he was funny sometimes, but it wasn't obviously like he was trying to tell jokes. It was just funny because he was awkward. He wasn't an experienced lawyer for the ACLU, but he was funny just to look at. But although he was playing it straight, but he's a very funny comedian. And the photographer who went to their house is in a lot of Jeff Nichols movies. He's played by Michael
really?
Shannon.
Oh.
And it's funny, I saw him here in Nocturnal Animals. He's in that. He plays this amazing cop, sheriff character in the Texas. In a few days ago, I saw it here at the Cinema Arts. And Amy Adams, who was in The Arrival, I saw in Nocturnal Animals as well. Now we got. Anyways, the whole cast was amazing. I can't believe just how delicately they played it with Richard, and Mildred, where they don't need to talk much. They're not making a big grand display of anything. They're very simple people. I will say, when they moved to DC, this is some kind of fantasy, because they could actually park in front of their house. I don't know what fantasy world DC is, where maybe there were less people then, but they could park in front of their house. I'm like, well, this is obviously not real. They tried to make DC a miserable move for them, because they moved there for years before they want to go back to Virginia.
But you know, right now, before we finish the review, I say love is a very powerful thing. Okay, that's it. What else can I say? But
Point it at
I
yourself.
love the scenery. I love the.
Look at the camera.
Yeah.
But,
What part of Virginia was that? That is a huge
it
place.
was obviously some rural part of it. I don't know how. I forget. They said the county name, but I can't remember. Something with the C, like Clark or.
When did they film it? Just a few months ago, or?
Well, yeah, this is a new movie.
Yeah, obvious.
I mean, within the last probably 2 years or so, they shot it.
Oh my goodness. It's just incredible. What a love. What a people. Wow, 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 wow. Well, anyway.
And what did you think of going to the Cinema Arts now? We're here. This is one of my favorite theaters. I love how small it is. Look, this is where it is in Fair City Mall.
It's a
And
small...
they have new seats here that they had a Kickstarter campaign. They raised over $100,000 to get new seats here.
It's a small, it's quiet, it's cozy, and it's comfortable. And
The new
it's
seats
just
are real nice.
awesome. Yeah, I love the seats. Yeah. Oh wow, wow, boy, oh boy. I love the movie. Please go see the movie. It's just amazing. Just the acting, the way they act, the quietness, the
They play it totally real. That's what I like. They don't say anything to
simplicity
the
of the
camera. Yeah.
movie is just the elegance of the movie, you know. It's just awesome.
That's a quality Jeff Nichols has with his movies. Just think, he knows how to elegantly keep scenes moving along and do it very naturally.
has.
Even if sometimes extraordinary things happen in it,
Right.
like Mud. It's kind of like
I haven't seen Mad. I don't know what
extraordinary
it
what
is
happens
about.
in that. But this was all plausible,
Oh, my
the events in the movie,
God.
even if I'm sure they changed stuff.
Yeah, it's very pleasant and
Not pleasant, I said plausible.
Oh,
You're
plausible,
just thinking
okay.
because you hear a word with P in it. You
yeah,
gotta say pleasant.
but I like. I mean, come on, and I like the house, the way the simple house. It was so simple, but so loving and warming, and
I like how they kept it simple. Like it wasn't a big, huge story,
Mm-hmm.
like a grand statement. Because it could have been a lot more violent or dramatic. Like a couple like that could have been killed, possibly
everything
for
was
what they're
about
doing. Yeah.
love. Oh my gosh! Well, love came from Aphrodite, I guess. It's something. Just talking now because blah 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 blah. I'm flirting with the movie. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, go see the movie. It's just awesome. Okay.
And again, I'm so impressed how, especially Richard, because a lot of the movie, it probably shows a little more of him than Mildred, how he goes to work and construction. And
Her name is Mildred. Yeah.
And he's just very he's always like kind of stone-faced. But it's not shtick or anything. It's
Yeah.
just he's an ordinary, average guy.
Right.
I thought that was
Good
really
guy.
interesting.
Good guy.
Yeah, but he's
A
just
good-
unremarkable. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
try and get anyone's attention. He's
right.
not like showing off to anyone.
Mind his own business
Right.
and his own
He doesn't have
family
much
and
to
everything.
say to anybody. You don't even see him talk
Play
to his
with the
kids much in the
kids.
movie.
Yeah, he plays
he's
with the
working.
kids. Yeah. Anyway.
But it's funny, he doesn't even say much
fabulous.
to anybody. Like,
Awesome.
he's not there to make a big, he doesn't say anything to the cops much other than, I want to bail my wife out the first time they're arrested. And that was scary because you don't know what they're going to do with him, if this is
Right.
even a legal arrest or if the cops are just there doing something illegally. Not that the law was very good about this. I'm just saying, like, it would have been even scarier if they did this totally off the books and just wanted to scare him and drag him out of their house at night after they first got married.
Yeah, is this place really nice? Simple with the lights on
they
and
got
everything. Oh
a
my
deli
God.
there, or like
Yeah,
a
Mama
Italian pizza
Lucia.
place.
Mama Lucia. Oh gosh, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
And they're going to have a Korean barbecue place there. That's where the Old Country Buffet used to be.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I think all the
I don't know how I
country.
adjust the focus when I take off
You
the
know what?
autofocus
All
on this.
country buffets they close. I went one last summer to somewhere close where I will live, and they close. They closed down.
There is
I
no
think-
one closer in Arlington.
Yeah. We went.
No,
to
you're
one.
talking about a different buffet. There was no Old Country Buffet anywhere closer than here.
It was country buffet or something.
Yeah, it was a different place.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry.
And
Anyways,
I look forward to seeing a lot more movies here. I want to see Manchester by the Sea. That's also playing here.
gonna have to wait till next week. I just can't do
And
it.
I'm interested in seeing Hacksaw Ridge, even though I heard it's kind of not that great. World War II movie directed by Mel Gibson.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Mel.
There you go. Cinema Arts is great theater.
and
Come
what's-
here. Do
what's the
not
name
talk
of-
in the theater. Do not have your cell phone on. Don't put your feet up. What?
Oh, did you hear the cell phone
Yeah.
ringing? That was rude. Yeah, that was. Turn it down, turn it off.
Mine's on airplane mode, so I can't even take calls when I'm in the theater. I used to just
Yeah.
turn it off, but it takes like 10 minutes to turn on, so I just put it on airplane mode, so it doesn't even take any calls.
I have it
So
on
it doesn't even
silence. It
vibrate.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Cinema
But
Arts, I'm offering to make you all, I'm going to send this to them on Facebook. I'm offering to make you all a no-talking public service announcement with my mom that we'll film and script out and do professionally, and you can play it before your movies, because there was no message not to talk before the movies start. And I know they really like their theater here, and the owner seems very proud of it, and
Right.
obviously they run it well. They have nice food here. I got a
Yeah.
veggie wrap when I went in.
it was good.
Yeah, it was good. And it's obviously, they take pride in it here. It's kind of a family-run theater. Everybody who works here is very young. They look
Oh
like
my
all like
gosh.
22-year-olds or
Yeah.
younger, some like 19. But anyways, great. That's when I started working
great
at a
movie.
theater. I was 19.
And great place.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there you
I
go.
think it's time for me to go home. Oh my
All right.
gosh,
I
I
guess
didn't fall asleep.
see The Arrival, see Loving as well, and go see it at the Cinema Arts if
Yeah,
possible.
please do. Yeah, if it's possible, it's just awesome. You're gonna have a good time. Oh my goodness. Okay.